Good evening, everybody. It is 38 past 7 p.m. Monday, the 13th of October 2025. The weather temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. I am in the UK, Great Britain, England, London City, Borough of Southwark, the Southwark Council Property, Geoffrey House, 416, Albion Street, SE1 for the Derby. Today, I wanted to let you know something about Society Team Tire. You see, Society Team Tire, these men that you see, they look very, very angry, they look stinky, they look dirty, they circle up and down in town like they ain't got no destination. Usually, they don't say to one woman, you know what I mean? Because they play joke, they polygamist. But the truth is, they cannot satisfy, if the men, they cannot satisfy their woman. You know what I mean? The sofas. Some of them, you see them, you know what I mean? They complain about my man who is small or my man who doesn't work. The big man, the grown up, the older, you know what I mean? Under living, under injection, do not grow. You know what I mean? That's why they shrink like that. You understand? No, most of these foreigners, you see, the people of this nation uses them to carry on the ideology of team tire. Men that fuck women in the ass, or men that fuck men, or women that fuck women. You understand? Under that, that's what they call team tire when it's a man fucking a woman in the ass. But lesbian and gay, they're different society. They're all in rainbow business. Now you see these people, most of them, the first people in the unwillingly try, because they live in lost. Some of them shitting themselves, that's the reason they work dirty. Some of them less educated, their children don't go to school. You know what I mean? Their children, even when they got a job, full fucking a superior or authority, like they say, they end up in a position where they can mislead you or me personally. You understand? So these people, see them, they're mentally sick. They're living under wrongness twice. But because some of them, especially certain women, they sleep with bosses. Even men that sleep with men. They sleep with bosses, directors, managers, CEO. You know what I mean? No, they're in certain positions that they can mess your life. Listen, but if you follow it properly, you check themselves, they don't live happy. Most of them live constantly complaining. That's the reason behind this routine. They need to find another reason. They're always a complainer. Something is not working. So people like me, or maybe other people that be watching video, they live their life nicely. So these people, they play a game of frustrating you, so you can start behaving like them. But you see, on that reason, if you keep quiet, then you must join them. But you're joining the wrong people. Don't keep quiet. Expose them with their wrongdoing, because they're women, they're fucking too many men under greediness, under wanting money, under killing business, because their secret cannot be exposed. You understand? No, their children are living wrongfully. Some of them are circumcised boys. Listen, girls, nakedness everywhere. Listen, no, certain leaders of the government as well, because they're sleeping with boys like that or girls like that. You know what I mean? They favor them a certain ways. Listen, like that's what you see. You see like most countries, you see like this country. If you understand about this country, you know what I mean, you feel no over country, but it's in many countries. That's why you see like places like Africa, the land that promise, the land that the soil, the sand, produce food, people starve. In this country, you see, they make plane, they make expensive cars. You see the building like the Shard, they build it. They make many things that is a wow factor. But if you see certain people that live in this nation, you'll be surprised. You see someone that born in this country, English person, but he's living dirty. Like he like clothes, dirty shoes and all that. You're never gonna understand that. It's the same as where I came from, like Africa. You see someone in the Congo, a land where you can throw a mango seed to. In the next coming days, you see a mango tree. But people like mango. So it's this nonsense business. It's what we call society team time. You see nowadays rainbow business, everybody become part of the rainbow. They play game of poverty, build poverty in people, build circumcised problem. They build they say some of us are not circumcised. That's our problem. So for patati patata. Some ladies are so for poverty. Some men are so for lack of job. Some people are so for war. I'm a war victim. I lost relative, like Palestine and Israel. You understand? Some of them tribal war. You know what I mean? Tribal war, like the Congolese tribe, now the Congo, the Yaka, the Swahili, the Ngala. You know what I mean? They build all this nonsense. Some of them they build rebellion, like in Congo, Ituri, and Beni, Bunia. You know what I mean? They build all this system. So you see like people, I mean, I bought my stuff. Now the driver who brought the van for that to bring the ticket, he's even bringing the box, he's putting there like he's thinking he's clever than me. You see this kind of people. Because certain people, like president that live over here. You see over here, we got certain people that run Zaire, Congo ADC. We got certain of them here. You know what I'm saying? And even Congo Brazzaville, Congo Republic. Some of them leaders are here in this estate we live in. I'm living. You see over here. Now I realize I got relatives who live here as well, but close relatives of mine, cousins, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean? But some of them work for society team tire. They said the fucking men, women, women are prostitutes, but they feel shame to even introduce themselves to me as relative. The fact that I came here 20 years ago, some of them recently just came. Some of them came before me. Under eating, under injection, under the river temperature, under many circumstances. We look different, but you know you can never forget your relatives. Now, one last thing I was about to say to you. There was a man, a rich man, or someone in a powerful position. He slept with a gorilla. Now, that gorilla is left creating a woman. That woman was in one of these nations. I'm not even, in England. You know what I mean? She was a musician. No, that woman created another door from the man sleeping with a gorilla created that woman. That woman slept with another man created a gorilla human. He's a pastor somewhere. Now they use that woman to create so many human, animal, human. That's why you have to make sure. When you see someone that looks like a monkey, is most probably a monkey. If it's not a monkey, it's using cosmetic surgery to look like a monkey for laughter. But believe me, you will know them out. Some of them mentally sick. They don't make sense when you have a conversation with them. They use excuses of not being educated, lack of school. That's what makes them that way. But it's not lack of school. It's a mix of the animal and the human being that created human animal. And many of them are descendants of the man and the human animal. Man sleeping with a woman, gorilla created something, and most of them are descendants like that. Now the system scientific that created them, the scientists that created them, they use this less opportunity of not educated, lack of school, so they can mingle with us, human. So you have confusion. They are the utility of war. They are the one who mostly brag about gangster. They are the one who complain about not being educated. They are the one who complain about poverty, even in nation like England. In this nation we live in England, there's no poverty. In this country we live, people get benefit. The government assists people. I say, instead of you doing war, you know what I mean, get some things so you can have something to eat. Many people don't understand that. Today I'm going to tell you that. You see this nation, the people of this nation suffer so much to build this nation. Not just England, but Western world, the Europe you see. Because you see the continent Africa, Europe, America, Asian, even Oceania, Australia side, New Zealand, yeah? In the land where they have winter and summer, when it's winter causes chaos. Because back in the days, you see nowadays, you see many factories. Recently you heard they're talking about the climate change. You see the climate change, what it is? They start talking about the hot temperature. Because the factory, too many factories, they building cars, they building war material, weapons and all this, too many industry. You understand? Now, because of that changed the climate. Climate change. But back in the days, because it was less factory, less building company, less all this burning oil, coal, and all this, the sky, the atmosphere, you know, it didn't rain as much. The sun was not shining to the supreme as it's shining nowadays. So in the cold Western zone world, it was very cold years ago. You know what I mean? Very cold. to plant a vegetable or even to have a fruit is less likely. You understand? It was less likely because when it snow, it's snow deep. But through climate change, slowly, you know what I mean, the weather nowadays sometimes I've been since 2019 until now. I think it only snow once or twice. That shows the climate change. But see, back in the days, back in many years ago, every single winter, perhaps there was major snow. You understand? No, these things I'm telling you is a true story. It's not a joke. No, these people suffer so much. Yeah? These people suffer so much to build the shard, to build all this nation. No, to save this nation from chaos. That's why they created a system of benefit. Because they don't want living bit of this nation to cause chaos in the nation. Because losing everything they work hard to build is bad. You understand? It's very bad. They don't want it to be like some country in certain continents that people are suffering. Because you see, in this country, if people suffer like they suffer in certain places, you know what I mean? Thief will be too many. The system will mess about. You understand? But see nowadays, because they want everybody to be common. In fact, you see nakedness on the internet. You see the internet kills the world. Because most nakedness you see on the internet, it used to be pornographic material back then. Because you're gonna have to buy a cassette, you're gonna have to buy a CD to watch that. But see, the internet came, everything like that is free. Recently now, you see the government on some of those websites, they put restriction. You can just go in there like that. Because many people are exposed, famous, normal civilians, citizens, even members of the government, leaders, they're exposed. You understand? So one thing you need to understand. Now the system is what? You see, most people see they're walking up and down dirty. Through anal sex, some of them are destroyed. To be honest with you, through the circumcising people, certain people are messed up. Through lack of education, certain people are messed up. Through famine, poverty, people are messed up. Now, you see this nation, that's why you see, because they make money in this country, you see, many couple doesn't last long. Many relationship breaks down. You know why? It's because of money. When you have money, you can sleep with anybody who need money. No, the system has started using people from poverty land to bring them here to help the rich swinger or polygamist to sleep with anybody, you know what I mean, at any moment, you know, because money, power. You understand? No, certain people come from abroad, poverty land, they end up here because they want money and they do anything. They are the type of people, you see a man is not certified to be gay, he's not naturally gay, but for money, they're doing gay stuff. You see women, they're not naturally lesbian, but for money, they're doing lesbian stuff. Now they use this as an excuse. You see someone to have a pass in this nation or in certain nation, they need to say they're gay, so everybody gonna feel for them. Because most people now, they end up being in that environment is because of money. They need to say they're lesbian so they can have pass. Now people from the poverty society, they come here, users, master, slave master. Because modern day slavery, slave masters are using them. Slave masters are using women under prostitution. Slave masters are using men under crime, so-called gangster. You know what I mean? And fishy business. You know, fishy business, people that are doing illegal big things. You say nowadays we got people in suits, criminal, in the office, criminal. You understand? Just see how the world is messed up. But remember what I just told you. You see, in this nation, back in the days, it was very cold. Very, very cold. It was hard. Just read or go watch certain documentary in the time of Margaret Thatcher. What you gonna see? You see the miner. You see the condition the miner was working. That's not 100 years ago, no. That's less than a century. You see the condition they were working. That was to show you that they work hard to build this nation as you see it. Don't follow these glass windows and all that. Don't get drained on this shining stuff that you think it was easy to make. No. In the 15th century, the 14th century, the 13th century, it was hard to live in this nation. But through evolution, now it is what it is. You understand? Now we're living in the time of like the 70s. You see, after World War, people were lost. Remember back in the days, to see even a woman, 99% fully undressed, it was hard. But now, you see, even some white people in the Western zone, they start showing their body 99% fully undressed. Why? Because people are watching documentary from all around the world. They've seen certain nations where women lack clothes and their breasts is hanging out. You know what I mean? Me, I'm telling you the experience. So I was reading about one woman talking about this kind of thing. She said that if she doesn't feel anybody seeing her naked because she watched the documentary, she see African woman with breasts hanging out, you know what I mean? Everything exposed. So what word she used? She said to compensate, I think, with them, you know what I mean? She exposed herself as well. So you see exposure nowadays of women on the internet. It lets people down. Now you see all this job that you see, like I'm complaining about society delivery. No, these people of delivery, they use this opportunity as well for killing. Be careful buying food and stuff like that already made and all that from all these people. Because these people, they do anything for money. You know what I mean? Some of them is not for money. They just want to harm you because the secret they hide behind, they don't want it to be exposed. So when you're somebody who are against what they're doing and you know the secret, you are enemy. You understand? But don't fear them. Don't fear them, because if you fear them, you're gonna have to join them. If you're not gonna join them, you're gonna have to live under their rules. Remember, you are who you are. If somebody they ask someone fuck a lesbian as a woman, or someone fuck a man as gay, if you know like that, you know like that. Stand for what you believe. Being corrupt under the rules of money or fame over people, you know, leaving you. To leave you, you have to stand for what you believe. So if they're paying you to live, know you're a slave. If you're doing things to please over people, which is not your intention or who you are a slave. You have to leave you, regardless. If you're gay, you're gay. You're lesbian, you're lesbian. You're bisexual, you're bisexual. Because I think sometimes it's even easier to use the word bisexual than gay or lesbian. Because sometimes certain people, they're lying they're gay, but they sleep with women. Certain women, they're lying they're lesbian, but they're sleeping with men. So I think it's easy just to say bisexual. Because it seems like, you know what I mean, it's a new fashion. You know what I mean? It's a new method, it's a new way around the world. Because it's not a joke. You know what I mean? Adults can understand it. Any adult in any nation nowadays, by the grace of having the internet. The internet has exposed nations to the maximum. Nations around the world. Listen, it's easy to understand certain things that a couple years ago or a few centuries back in the day you will never understand. But now with the help of the internet, sometimes I can be in my house, I'm seeing another woman live, naked, in another country, in another continent. You understand? Live. You in your house. You know? You could be outside. Anyway, you could be anywhere. You could be in another city. You seeing another woman naked in another village, live. You could be in another continent. You seeing another woman in another continent, naked, live. The internet has messed things, but the internet has also educated us. For people like me or other people that wonders, you have to know a few things. It's a great tool. It's a good tool to use to access certain information and to understand certain way of other people, even to better yourself and educate yourself and understand few things. The internet as you see it. You understand? Now, last thing I would like to say to you. You see these people that are working for delivery service and all that. Now, the haters, what they do, the haters got so much money. The haters will pump money to them and say, do stupid things to this person because we want this person to act foolish or get angry or do this or bow us or whatever. But me personally, as you're seeing me, I don't play by that. And I advise you as well, don't play by that. Don't be a slave of anybody in this nation. Wait until they tie you up in some bungalow you are unable to react. Then it's another story. But when you're free, you go your two legs, your two arms, your head above your shoulder, your legs touching the ground. Don't fall on this nonsense, regardless of the powerful money or whatever. You be you. You understand? And I'll give you the best tool. The best ways to fight them is to expose their secret, what they don't want the world to know. That's the best way, regardless of dead or alive. But if you can fight them, you have to expose them. Like you see me, I say to them, they're dirty. I say to them, they swing up and down like the circle of the wheels, even London Eye, or even the circle of the clock. I say to them, their facial expression is so scary. They look very angry. You know what I mean? They are unsatisfied. They are unsatisfied. They lack happiness. You see somebody, even the way the person, you know, this is smile. When you see someone smiling, you know, this is natural smile. But you see certain of them, you're just gonna see they smile forcefully. You know what I'm saying? You see, there's nothing funny, but this person is smiling. Or even if there's such a thing funny, but you see this person, the way they're smiling, this is not a smile. This is trying to smile. You know what I mean? You're not trying to please, or you know what I mean? Make a smiley face. Because there's so far many people. But you see, like in this nation we live, for people who are not in this nation, yeah? And if you're not in a developed nation, you have to understand, I pray for you, you keep the courage. Because you could be somewhere in a developed nation, perhaps you can smile, you can sleep happily. In this nation, as you see, we are, even with administration, even with all the government assistance, certain people who are less educated, certain people are descendants of animals, certain people are wrongdoers, criminals and all that. They don't make it seem like it's a good place to live. You understand? So, for my people all around the world, especially Africa, my people, black like I am. You say me, my great granddad was white. So you know what I mean? You can see me black, you know, but I'm 87.5 black. You know what I mean? Because my granddad was mixed race. Understand? So I'm not certain white trickery, you know what I mean? I grew up with a mixed race grandfather. You understand? I'm born lucky enough, with little intelligence, and I study and I do research. I understand many things in life. You understand? When these people are stressing you, the best way to stress them, expose them. Expose them. Because you know what? If they're doing this to you, that means they don't care about their children. So when you expose them, even their children who are victimized or they are victim of their trickery, they can learn. You understand? Don't get twisted. You understand? Don't get twisted. Even if you are to die, or even if you're gonna live poor or you're gonna get rich, but living you, being you, is something worth more. Nobody can take that off you, because that makes the human you are. Anything less than that is not you. That means you live in somebody's expectation. You live in somebody else's life. That means in spiritual world, you're lost. Because as you are there, you are the descendant of your parents, descendant of your great grandparents. Great. You know, so you represent numbers of people, even from the past. So when you're not living you, even when you go back till where you came from as the spirit, you're lost. Because on earth you're supposed to live you. But if you're doing it for money, remember there's people with money who cannot sleep, who cannot love, who are satisfied. You understand? So it's not about being poor or being rich. Satisfaction is not about nothing material. Satisfaction is within. You said that's why you see certain poor people. No, they're poor, but you see they can joke with you. They can afford to smile. They're lacking just something to eat, something to clothe themselves with, maybe a roof above their head. You know what I mean? But satisfaction, first of all, is inside you. You know, satisfaction is when you're doing things that you please. before even counting on what you have. See, because being you yourself, that means you're already satisfied. You just know, like, it's circumstance. I'm lacking this, but what can I do? I'm just me. But see, when you're living under slavery, it's worse. Because you can even have money, but when the slave master needs something off you, you know what I mean? You lost. You know what I mean? The slave master can give you millions, cars, house, everything. But the slave master, while you're in bed, the slave master say, I want to see you now. You see what the slave master take off you? Is your spirit. It's no longer the material. So keep your spirit in check and be strong. Stand on your two feet. Lack or have, they do or they don't care. But be you. You understand? Be you. Don't fall for this. Some of these people you see short, tall, fat, skinny. Some of them going through injection to survive, to remain on earth, to live longer. Voluntary. Some of them they're doing it because they think is their work. You understand? That's all I was about to say to you today. Friday the 13th, no, Monday the 13th. Monday the 13th. Because in England they say Friday the 13th, yeah, is the chicken or something. But me today I use Monday the 13th. Monday the 13th. You understand? So be you and be strong. You understand? Have money and get a job if you can get a job. If you live in a developed nation where you can get a job, even if you live in a developed nation you cannot get a job, if you get assistance, just do with it. And if you don't get you don't live in a developed nation, or you live in a developed nation, you can get assistance or you cannot get assistance. You have or you have not, but make sure just be you and stand for who you are. You understand? Because most people are lost. Most people are lost. The needs become even greater than back in the days. That's why you see certain people are exposed to doing anything nowadays. You understand? Because seeing the brand new iPhone, seeing the brand new Range Rover, you know what I mean? Looking at the stars, all this World War centers, all this great stuff that evolution are bringing to us is attracting people to need more. You understand? And for the needs, people are doing anything. You understand? But anything is not good for you, especially when you're not pleased with it. You understand? It becomes forcefully. That means you live in lost. Understand? And let people that live happily the way they are be them. You understand? Don't advise anybody and don't take advice from anybody. But you trying to be you constantly. Understand? And don't bow on anybody. Understand? You got your life. Understand? Nobody will live in your place, and you don't need to live in somebody's place or live as somebody because they know you. If they want to live like you, yeah, welcome anybody that want to live like you, but do not go live like other people. Trying to live like other people. You have to live you. It's the greatest things. It's the greatest gift. It's who you are. It's what you are made of. By being you. Either you like being rich, you like being poor, you're satisfied by having, or you're satisfied by not having. Just be you. You understand? I don't fall for all these girls, because most of them, you know what I mean? You know, perhaps they even have children that they don't know who's the baby father. They sleep here, they sleep over here, they sleep over here, they sleep over here. And for my ladies, them man, I want you to tell you something in secret. You see, a man, we can sleep with many women. Remember, we have dick. We see a woman, you have pussy. Different man will damage your pussy. No woman's pussy is gonna damage man's dick. Unless you put in mechanism, chemistry, science, business, whatever. We see different men's dick will damage your pussy. That's what I was about to say. You know what I mean? So if you sleep with too many men as a woman, you have pussy deformation. But men can sleep with many women, they're not gonna have dick deformation. It's okay, natural activity. We're not talking about a man bringing something to put in your body, or you bringing something to put in a man's body. But just have a woman and a man, each of them sleeping with opposite sex. as a polygamist, the woman body will be damaged. Yeah. No, that was a quick video just to advise me. I have to contribute to the society because certain people think when I'm in my house I don't do nothing. No, me, I'm in communication of nation. But when I find the trickery, I just expose it. I ain't fearing nobody. Do not fear nobody, even if the numbers. You understand? Tutakamunu is dead. Kuntakiti is dead. Ancestor Sinu Kimbang is dead. Jesus Christ is dead. Prophet Muhammad is dead. You understand? Powerful people died. You know what I mean? Even less powerful people died. You understand? But being you while you're alive is great. You understand? It's incomparable. You cannot compare that with anything else material. No. You'll be satisfied to know I'm living me. If I decide to do this, I do this. If I don't decide to do this, I cannot do this. But if you don't decide to do that, they make you do that, you're a slave. That's why you see the government use the term modern day slavery. Modern day slavery is when they hire you to do wrong to people. You're a slave. You're a utility. Your utility is a tool. You're a tool, maybe for distraction, crime business, all this nonsense, negativity business. But they use you. You understand? And they can promise you. They can promise you all this material business, materialism business. You know, cash, house, everything. You understand? But the soul in you, the spirit in you can be disturbed. Because the slave master will need more than you yourself you will need. Because you can be satisfied when you say, today I don't feel like going nowhere. I had a bread, I drink a little can of Coca-Cola, now I'm going to go to sleep. It's not a problem. Tomorrow I'll try my best. But see, you can eat caviar, go sleep in the mansion. If slave monster needs you, he can be disturbed. Slave monster comes with imposition. They will impose on you. So, and you're not going to be able to say no. Because you're under slavery. You understand? Now, hopefully, you understand. And you know people from abroad, if you're struggling, don't think this is paradise. There's certain things that go there. You think they make plane, they make Bentley activities, all this money, benefit, houses and all that. But there's certain structure, certain way of living in this nation. Sometimes you might not gonna like to live in this nation. You understand? And people from this nation, you know that's gonna watch this video. You have to pay attention to certain people abroad who cannot get benefit, who cannot get a job, how they live their life, to correct yourself. To me, it doesn't make sense you live in Great Britain, in UK, in England, in London City, in Southwark, in Geoffrey house. You get benefit, you get a job, you live dirty. You're a loser. You understand? You swing up and down like windy, like the wheel of London Eye, with no destination. You're a loser. Either you're driving up and down or on foot or taking trains, circling up and down. You're a loser. You cannot satisfy one woman as a man. You're a loser. You cannot satisfy one man as a woman. You're a loser. You cannot satisfy with your gay partner as a man. You're a loser. You cannot be satisfied with a lesbian partner as a woman. You're a loser. You understand? Polygamists are people who are suffering to fuck. That's why it makes them polygamists. Someone who's not suffering to fuck his or her partner can be satisfied with one person. Can't you understand when you see a beautiful woman with a beautiful man? A beautiful woman with an handsome man, but they break up, they divorce. A rich woman with a rich husband, break up. You understand that? People are different. When there's a match, you cannot stay together. You know what I mean? So that's my advice to you. And for all these prostitutes, you know what I mean, not insults to you, because me myself I'm a single man, sometimes I wink on you. But to all these man them gangsters and all these criminal, this so-called Baphomet, Makataina. Well, fix up. I use this opportunity to say hello to all my haters. As you hate me, I hate you as well. As you don't like me, I do not like you too. For my lover, I love you too, as usually. You know what I mean? For all my girls there, my ex-girlfriend, girls, because my ex-girlfriend, I salute them because the ex-girlfriend, but you see me, personally as you see me, my ex-girlfriend, there was nothing wrong. It's me. I was a player. At one stage of my life, I wanted to sleep with any woman. Me, as you see me, 36 years old that I am, no woman dumped me. It's me that ran away from many girls because I was busy trying to sleep with that one, sleep with this one. I never harm a woman. I love woman 100% from my heart, the bottom of my heart. I never had a woman that dumped me in my life. I never had a problem with my ex-girlfriend, any of my ex-girlfriend. It's just sometimes I'm missing. Sometimes I just forget about them. You know what I mean? I was busy, but growing up, you know what I mean? I realized polygamist is nothing. You know, polygamist is a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. It doesn't bring happiness, you know what I mean? It brings stress. You understand? Because you know what I mean? You know when you're chilling with your nice girl and they were cheating with another girl and the other girl called the next nice girl and you're stuck in between. Now you have to make a choice. That's the time when you realize polygamist is a lost. I think I made a choice now. I think this one is better than that, but that one doesn't want to let me go, and now it's a problem. I have to be stuck in between. You know what I mean? Polygamist is a loss. Don't live peacefully. I know this. My friends, them who say I so for middle leg, I so for this, I so for this. I try and fix up. We live in a nation where they make plane, they make Bentley. You know what I mean? Many things. They build the shard. You know what I mean? Clothes and all, Alexander McQueen, you know what I mean? All this, they pave the road, you know what I mean? So life is not as bad as you think it is. That's why to certain rappers, musicians, when you live in Great Britain, England, UK, London, or to any village, any countryside, when you talk about poverty, I do not believe you. And I think you should stop that from now. Because we live in a great nation. This is a nation where people come from abroad, they say, I came here for good life. You understand? So you need to understand that. And stop this trickery of black and white, Asian mixed race racism. Racism doesn't exist nowadays. My example to that is, a couple years ago, it's going to cost you more, and you're going to suffer to see it, that a black man even kissing a white woman years ago. You understand? And nowadays, me, I'm a descendant of black and white. My great-grandma and my great-granddad was two different colors. My great-grandma was white. My great-grandma was black, my great-granddad was white. So black and white, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Racism doesn't exist. Because if my great-granddad, a white man, and my great-grandma, a black woman, managed to live back then for me to be 36 years old that I am. So racism is buried. You understand? Racism is buried. Because me, as you see me, I'm 36, right? So my mom, dad could be about above 60, right? My granddad could be above 90. That means my greats could be above 100. So 100 years ago, you know what I mean? So I don't believe in racism nowadays. Maybe if we're talking about the 17th century, the 16th century, the 15th century, the 14th, whatever back then. But for believing my great-granddad could have been above 100, as my great-grandma should have been above 100. So 100 years ago until now, I don't believe in racism. So don't play game with racism. Maybe we use religion. But even with religion, remember, me as you see me, born from the blood of Simon Kimbang. Right? The only black prophet on earth, the Congolese prophet Simon Kimbang. I am descendant of Simon Kimbang. I am descendant of Jesus Christ believers. I am Christian. I also was baptized in Islam as Ramadan. I sit in my house, I read internet, I read about Buddhism. Religion is my ideology. I don't believe in religion war. You understand? Because in the Quran they talk about Prophet Isa. So if they can put Jesus Christ in the Quran, that means Muslim cannot dislike Christian. You understand what I'm translating? You understand? Because if Prophet Muhammad who wrote the Quran puts Jesus Christ as Prophet Isa in the Quran, you know what I mean? That means Muslim ain't got no problem with Christian. You understand? Well, me personally, as you see me, it's not about religion, it's not about color, it's not about tribe, it's not about the nations, it's not about location, it's not about nothing. But what it is about haters don't like people, me too, I don't like them. Bring love, I bring love. So I'm not restricted to say anything. Anybody who's gonna stand up against my words, I'll say to them, go read the dictionary. Go read the scriptures such as the Bible, the Quran. If you find I created a new word, then perhaps come ask me what does it mean. But if you understand any words that I say, so shut up, chill, relax. I said, you live you, be proud of who you are. And to the ladies of the world, I salute you all. The divorcee, that's my ideology. The divorcee woman, that's my ideology. I like that. The straight woman, that's my ideology. I like that. Eve is our ancestor. But me, I don't believe in the ideology of Eve. Eve, I leave Eve to the one and only black Viking, white Viking. Let me repeat this. See, when women divorce, that is my ideology. Straight woman, that is my ideology. Eve, you know what's Eve? Eve. See, the Bible say Adam and Eve ate the fruit and corrupted Adam to eat the fruit. All that is animal business. You understand? That's why when I say Eve, I'm talking about animal woman. So animal woman, that's not my ideology. Straight woman, not my ideology. But straight woman become animal woman and divorce, that's my ideology. You understand? Lesbian, that's not my ideology. Listen, I cannot be shared. I cannot go out with a girl who's going out with me and sleeping with another woman. I find it useless. Gay people, I don't want to be fucked by behind, and I don't want to fuck behind. So I ain't got nothing to do with you. But straight woman, I love you so much. You know, that's all I was about to say. It's kitchen cold. I'm gonna go back in my house because I'm warming I'm warming my house now. The bowl is on. So as soon as I step in there, I'll keep myself comfy, warm and all that. Because me too, I don't like the cold, you know. Especially I was born in Africa. I don't know where I was born because the baby doesn't know where they were born. But you know, I started my nursery school in Africa, so I am an African. So I never was born in this nation according to my sense of understanding, sense, calling, walking, speaking, starting nursery school. You know what I mean? So I'm not used to the cold weather. You know what I mean? I don't like that. Standing here, I think I start freezing now. It's very cold. Plus I spoke for 43 minutes. And I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna upload this video. So my people, just those who watch this video, you have to understand. When I have something to say to you, I'll say it. Because me myself, as you see me, or sometimes I'm on the internet, I'm learning from across the world. From many people. When I see somebody talking sensible things, I learn. You understand? That's the ideology of me being educated, going to school. You know what I mean? It's not like you're my professor, no, but you contribute one end to one another. When you understand something that I don't understand, but it makes sense to me, I learn from you. It's not a problem. The same way as if you learn anything from me, you don't need to consider me as your professor or somebody who think he knows everything. No, but it's just my beliefs and my understanding of certain things I can share with you. And if you believe it or if you accept it, it's up to you. You can use it or leave it. You can take it or abandon it. It's up to you. But it's contribution. You understand? To one another. Because we're all citizens of planet Earth. But we're not gonna hide any secret. Everything has to be told. Nowadays, the fact is that many things is exposed. There's no more secret. They always never be secret because as soon as one person knows it, it is not a secret. But nowadays, it's permitted. There is no secret on earth. Anything is known. Even the secret of our great grandparents is exposed now through history. But the internet has just globalized and brings everything. It's easy to go on the internet and find something and learn from the past even to the present time. Maybe as well be one about the future. You know what I mean? So that's why it is. Say hello to all my friends, people around the world, those who knows me and those who would like to know me. But if you don't know me and you don't like to know me, do as you intend. It's your choice. You know what I mean? This is not slavery. This is not forceful business. This is no lawmakers. This is not the new world order. It's nothing. I'm just an individual. I'm just somebody outside this front door, thinking to discuss certain things. You know what I mean? To speak to my people who will be able to see this video. Now, mind them. Conversation end of. You know what I mean? It's cold now, you know what I mean? Keep cozy, don't swing up and down like windy, be at home. My advice to the ladies, if you find a man that loves you, that like you, stay calm. The man, them, if you find a lady that loves you, stay calm. The gay, if you find a gay partner that like you, love you, stay calm. The lesbian, if you find a lesbian partner that loves you, like you, keep calm. But don't joke about. See, everything is exposed. You have to agree. It doesn't make sense you lying, you lesbian, you sleeping with men. It doesn't make sense you lying, you gay, you sleeping with women. You know what I mean? I advise you to just say you bisexual. Because why? At this era we live in, if you say you gay, but you sleep with another woman, they will expose you. Even if there was not a camera between you two, or where you were. But as soon as somebody is aware of it, it's going to expose you. And people like me, we sharing that. If you see somebody that says gay, sleep with a woman, you woman that you slept with, you need to start talking about is a fake gay. No, a lesbian. If you see you lesbian, you sleep with a man. That man you sleep with, you'll start talking about the fake lesbian. You understand? No, Eve woman, anal sex woman. There's nothing you can hide nowadays. Limping, living, stinking, angry face, all this. You know what I mean? Even divorce, all this situation is exposed everything. Single man like me, everybody's aware. With the internet, we can like one lady said to me, Fabrice, you're a single man. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself. I give you free diamond. You know, I say, what can I do with the free diamond? I say, yeah, when you close your eyes, enjoy yourself. Dream of it. You understand? Scratch yourself. So that's why it is. But me nowadays, I know certain people are going to say I'm disrespectful or whatever. No, it's not about that. The era we live in, you know what I mean? There's no such a thing. If you want to learn, go to school. It's a lucky dude said. There's not going to be no school. There's not going to be no school. No, there won't be no school anymore. Or they be this prison. There won't be no school anymore. They won't build any school. No, they won't build no school anymore. Only they will build is prison. Before I go, certain people they lie. They're in prison. They're not in prison. Now I'm asking the government, if anybody commits a crime, people like me, either I'm on the side of the offender or I'm on the side of the victim, I should be able to call the prison where he is and say, I'm coming there tomorrow morning to see this guy or this lady. Because we realize certain people, they kill, they commit crime, they do all this. They're hiding in some mental clinic. They're hiding in some bungalow, in some hotel. They're not in prison. So be aware of it. The government, you too should be aware of it. You know what I mean? Because some people, you know what I mean, say they give this person bail, then another minute he's running away in another country, or he's hiding in some hotel. He kill over here, but instead of go to prison, you know what I mean, behind the prison door, you know what I mean, he come outside there, right? You know what I mean, he's living in another nation, in another area. Joke. Now we're gonna have a system where you commit a crime, the offender's relative in society, they can come check you in the prison to make sure you're there at any time they want. Only they need to know which prison you're on, and they can get in touch with the prison. They will be visiting you to know that you committed the crime. We need to come see you living in that prison any moment. So the people that print money for you to take private jet, to drive fast independently, you're gonna have this hard work. If you don't know I'm calling prison today, that I'm gonna be there tomorrow morning. So when I'm there, you're not there. So if you're aware of it, you should be there before I reach there tomorrow morning. With your help of neighbors, left and right, up and down. Echo, long ears, like rabbit, sharp eyes or satellite. You know, just said you. No, that is the truth. The truth is that. Now, to African people, Caribbean black, you know, say in this nation, you need to manage to get work in many sectors because Asians are taking over. When I go to Tesco, plenty Asian. You say the English people, you're missing in many organizations, in many business. I step in many places, I don't see the English that often. Seems that the English are in the countryside. It seems that the capital city is more about black and African, black Caribbean, Asian, black or light skinny. You know what I mean? We need to get back to togetherness. This is multicultural, multicultural country. All right, so we need to see people in all factories, all business, all enterprise, all companies, people of different colors can afford to go to certain places. See, this is like a tribe company. This is like this is like a picky color company. No, we don't need that. Understand? That's the truth. No, to all you workers in certain society, that like the lady that work in the bank, checking my money, how much I got in the cashier, how much I got. You that work in the depot, where my the factory, where my parcel is coming from. You have to be careful. See people like me, see me clearly. My name is FABRICE LUNDAMO. FABRICE LUNDAMO, Tona de Kadambiko, Yaya Coco, Monde 010, Yaya Coco, Monde 010. I'm an exposer. I'm an exposer. What you call snitch, what you call whistleblower, what you call whatever. I am that. When you're messing about with, especially myself, be careful. I don't joke about. I do not give a damn if you swallow fire or you the president, the minister, you work in the government sectors, regardless of who you are and how you do your things. When you mess with me, I get deep down to the unbelievable. I am like that. So when you're working in your bank, in your hospital, in your GP surgery, in your dentist, in your depot, in your warehouse, regardless of job you do at any sectors, at any location, don't mess with me. Because as you hear me making this video, I'm explaining to you. I am the one who accepts to expose any hidden secret as soon as I'm aware of it. And I do say anything regardless of his polite or not polite words. I do believe in the dictionary. I do believe in the Bible. I do believe in the Quran. I do believe in black and white, Asian, mixed race, humanity. I am a descendant of Prophet Simon Kimbang. I am a descendant of the blood of Belgium. I am a descendant of the collaboration of Stanley Henry Morton. Diego Cao, David Livingstone. I'm the descendant of people who made the world to be multicultural, multicultural, as it is. I am the unificator of all human race on earth. I am the one and only who do research and can get deep down understanding things with the truth. I don't please nobody. I do not please anybody. I do things my way, the way I want it. If it's not for my interest, I don't have interest to look beyond to. I don't have nobody beyond me. rules of the government. Government run nations, but the government don't run me as an individual. Even my parents don't have that right. Even my great-grandparents, regardless member, family, friends, or girlfriend, as I'm a man who loves woman. I ain't got nobody above me. I'm a big man. I do things my way. You like me, you like me. You don't like me, what can I do? You love me, I love you too. You don't love me, I don't love you either. The truth is that I describe people regardless of their wrongdoing to me, the way they are. I don't hide. I don't insult, but I use your own example to expose who you are. But I am also specialist on insulting, cursing, disrespecting, promoting. That's my ideology. I promote, I curse, I insult, I disrespect. I do that. It's in my gene, it's me, it's my nature. You understand? I don't care about family members, close friends, neighbors, relatives, stranger. If you mind your own business, you step on my way, be careful. Don't focus on yourself. If we collaborate, we collaborate. If we don't collaborate, don't mind me, I don't mind it. It is like that. Don't send me message thinking if you pay me, I can do this for you. Or if you beg me, I can do this for you. Or if you want, I can do this for you. Or if you impose me, I can do this for you. I'm not that type of people. I do what I want to do. Either you pay me or you don't pay me. If I have to be on your side, I'll be on your side. If I don't want to be on your side, regardless pay or not pay, I won't be on your side. I'm a big man. You understand? Now that's all I was about to say. The video is gonna end now. I'm gonna go put it in there because I got about 9 gigabytes, but I still got about 20 something, 28 pounds or something. So I'm buying new bundle to upload this video of 1 hour. But let's just make it 59 minutes, 59 seconds. So when I upload it, it's gonna be 1 hour exactly, 60 minutes. Right? That's all I was about to say. When you see me outside my block and making this video, is because I want to be outside. You know, people that follow my videos on my YouTube account. Sometimes I make many videos while I'm at home. You know what I mean? But you see, like night time, at this particular moment, I prefer to be here. But one thing I wanted to make clear: anybody entering my video, when you see me making videos, stay away. Don't come here and complain. I don't give a damn. CCTV is watching every single day, every single month, week, year, whatever, on the streets of London City, on the streets of England. I don't go to the shop complaining you need to remove your camera because I walk past here. I'm walking past here. So don't be careful with that. Don't come here. Don't. And if you do, you're working for Society Team Tire. You're thinking if you pass behind me or you put in front of me while I'm recording, I'm going to be scared of uploading this video. I advise you do not do that. Because here over here, the person that I am, I don't really care. In fact, me is exposing over things the way I'm doing my video. You know what I mean? I'm exposing certain people. That's why I warn you. You know what I mean? When you see me making my video, if you wanna be in the video, you can talk to me as well. If you don't wanna be in my video, just mind your own business. You understand? But now the last thing I would like to say, I said that 59 minutes, 59 seconds. So when I upload this, it's gonna be 60 minutes, 1 hour. Right? And it's gonna cost me about 12 gigabytes. It's not a problem. I'm happy to share with you. Now you see this video, I spoke Lingala, I spoke French, I spoke English. For the understanding of people, that's the language that I speak. I don't even speak my village language, my grandparents' village language, because I was not born from the village. I'm a capital boy from Kinshasa, DRC Congo. But my bloodline is also affiliated to the Congo Republic, the Nyanga tribe. So, you know what I mean? English, because I live in London, I grew up here 21 years. French, you know what I mean? Our national country language, you know what I mean? Lingala, my capital city, Kinshasa. Lingala phonique, Lingala boy. Dans la petite mine Bambota, bonne nuit à tout le monde, relax. It was FABRICE LUNDAMO, Yaya Coco Monde 010. The man who loves woman. I got a dick and I love pussy. Unfortunately, meanwhile, I'm a single man.